Coming up next is Marvel News number 96, all holiday edition of Marvel News, and we're going to talk about the Amazing Spider-Man and how the Sinister Six is going to play a big part in his life. Also, Kane and his new costume and why he shouldn't be wearing it where he's wearing it at. We're also going to talk about Moon Knight and its future possible ending. And we're also going to talk about Marvel Season 1 and the new characters that Marvel has rolled into the whole Season 1 concept. And we're also going to talk about the passing of Joe Simon, who just passed this past week, our time. And if you look real close, the name that I am searching for is the Dingbats of Danger Street. In association with Joe Simon. All that and more coming right up after this.
When Bo starts talking Marvel News, hey, shut up. Bo's talking Marvel News.
Did you say happy or crappy? Marvel Comic Book News, episode 96. Sweet Spider Sweat.
Hey folks, how you doing? Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video house. It's time for
Marvel Comic Book
an all Christmas edition of Marvel News. Actually, a holiday edition of Marvel News.
Holiday.
Happy New Year, everyone!
Happy ball game.
And of course, in 2011 and in the upcoming 2012, all new comics and alternate reality were, are, and will always be 15% off every day for everyone. We are coming to you, of course, from Alternate Reality, which is located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood. Alternate Reality, where, as I said, 15% off every day for everyone, including all my Spider-Man comics. This is a Spider-Man heavy, not totally, but Spider-Man heavy edition of Marvel News. And first story up, we've got, Amazing Spider-Man will have a 6-issue story arc coming up featuring the Sinister Six.
The next big deal arc, which will be part of the celebration of Spider-Man.
Which is why we're talking about it. It's the next big deal arc.
Well,
if it was a lousy little arc, we wouldn't bother talking about it.
Well, we're not going to see it for a little while. It's like later on.
But it's coming.
But it's into the Earth. It'll start the Sinister Six, and we'll find out exactly why Dr. Octopus has been running around kicking the butts out of everybody he's coming to encounter with.
You just got a bad attitude.
Well, he's going to die. So,
Anger management.
He is the anger management. Now, before this arc, we're going to see
again. He's going to die again.
Well, he's got some kind of illness that's screwed him up.
Don't octopuses have like 9 lives?
No, that's cancer.
No, they have eight arms.
8 arms. Now, before that arc starts, you're going to get a 2-issue time travel story. You'll have a 2-issue space arc with the resurrected Human Torch. You'll also have a single-issue tale involving Morbius, the living vampire, as we found out has been living in Horizon Labs ever since Peter Parker started working there.
And drinking plasma like it's booze.
Yeah! My God, that's tasty.
What do you want from a vampire?
Also, in the Spider-Man universe, Kane is going to be revealed as the new...
He's been revealed. Kane,
Take it!
Kane,
Take it, boy!
Kane, the clone, the formerly screwed up clone of Ben Reilly.
As opposed to Ben
also
Reilly.
Also a clone of Peter Parker.
Peter Parker.
Kane,
now, how's that work? Ben Reilly's a clone of Peter Parker, and Kane is a clone,
of Ben Reilly.
So he's like a Xerox of a Xerox.
Yes, which is why he's been screwed up and his skin was all messed up and crinkly, and he was going to drop dead. But since Spider Island's over with, Kane has a new lease on life, and so he's going to take his new lease on life. He's going to put on a new version of the Scarlet Spider costume.
His ass the hell out of New
he's
York.
moving to Texas, where he figures no one will bother him because there aren't a lot of superheroes hanging out in Texas.
Now his costume is I remember, the hoodie.
The hoodie was burned. He's not wearing the hoodie. When Marvel did the teaser ad they popped up at conventions was that hoodie burning. And so people went, what the hell is that all about? And then they would say, we're doing a new Scarlet Spider outfit.
Okay. But his costume then is sort of like Spider-Man's. It's a one-piece.
It's a one-piece thing, and it'll be a little, but no hoodie is involved. Regular clone.
Okay. Have you ever been in Texas in the summer?
Yes.
Have fun with that costume.
Well, we're assuming the hoodie won't be there, but he'll be wearing a full outfit.
On cool days, it's 110.
Well, Chris Yost and Ryan Stegman are going to be teaming on the book, which I believe starts in March.
Yes.
Okay. Scarlet. Yes, it'll be the Scarlet Sweaty Spider.
Scarlet Sweaty Spider. Oh man, I can't wait to see them draw those sweat stains into the armpits. Man, he's going to have waterfalls under those armpits. Crotch pits.
I want to fight crime, but it's so damn hot. I'm going to stop and just lay here on the ground.
Not Spider-Man related, but part of the Marvel Knights, which Spider-Man was part of once upon a time.
Actually, even part of it because one of the personalities that Mark Spector has is Spider-Man.
Really?
Yes, those three. Yes,
that boy's messed up.
If you've ever read Moon Knight, you know he's being talked to by Wolverine, Captain America, and Spider-Man.
Yeah, that boy messed up.
Those are all different personalities in his head.
Well, it doesn't matter anymore because the book is getting canned.
No, it's not getting canned. Brian Bendis says he's written the book all the way up to issue number 12. He says he doesn't know if it's going to go on past 12 or not. Marvel hasn't told him, but if the sales aren't higher,
the sales don't start going up.
they might end the book with 12, or they might keep the book going because even though it's I don't know, it's probably done relatively well on
Marvel
digital.
just canceled a whole bunch of books because they fell under 20,000 copies.
Yeah, but I think Moon Knight's selling more than 20,000 copies. I think it's probably
Well, then they probably won't sell
20
it.
to
They
30.
probably won't cancel it.
But he says as far as he knows, and since he's leaving the Avengers books, he may go, yeah, just keep working on it. And actually, it's a damn fine book.
Marvel announced once upon a time Marvel Season 1 was coming, and then nothing much has been said about it.
They're coming.
For quite a while. But it's still coming. And Bo has some news on it. He has an update on Marvel Season 1,
Well,
which
the first-
I guess is coming still.
Well, the first Marvel Season 1 is Spider-Man, and I believe it starts in June, right after Free Comic Book Day.
It's coming like Outback Jack was coming
Well,
to the WWE, taking forever.
Taking forever. Now, these are like individual one-shot graphic novels from people who are walking in and don't have any real concrete connection. They're like, oh, I've heard of the character, but I don't know much about it.
I've heard of the Spider-Man. Who is
Right,
he?
so who is he? And these are basically like introductory things.
Yeah, as opposed to me giving him any one of like 1,000 trade paperbacks
Yes.
that are out there, I'll just give him this one.
Yes. Now, but they added 3 more. They added Ant-Man Season 1, which will be written by Tom DeFalco and art with Horacio Dominguez.
Would this mean that Ant-Man is going to be in the Avengers movie, possibly?
Yeah, Ant-Man. No, well, there's a rumor. There's a rumor that Ant-Man's in the Avengers movie that hasn't been confirmed because they haven't shown any footage yet. Except for the trailer. Hulk Season 1 from Fred Van Lente. And
He
Tom
will be in the
Fowler.
Avengers movie.
And Doctor Strange Season 1 from
He's
Greg
not gonna
Pak
be in
and
the
Emma
Avengers.
Rios. So, but these are all. I think this will be like. I think it's the first one starts in May. It's like May, June, July, August. September is the Ant-Man. Hulk is October, and Doctor Strange is November. And the plan is to do one of these a month.
Okay. As advertised, we're going to talk a little bit about the passing of Joe Simon, who our time just passed away this past week.
At the ripe old age of 98.
98 years old, man lived a good long life. Joe Simon, of course, is the co-creator of Captain America. Him and Jack Kirby put Cap together back in 1941, I want to say.
A long time ago.
Very early 1941, before World War II started for us. Cap was put together, and then boom, we were in. But Joe Simon, who just did a ton of work in the 40s and the 50s and the 60s in comics. He's best known, of course, for Captain America, as I mentioned, but he also did stuff at DC with Jack Kirby, the Simon and Kirby Studios, The Guardian, Newsboy Legion,
Boy Commandos.
Boy Commandos,
Young Romance.
not at DC, but he did Young Romance. I believe maybe at Timely later. He left Captain America. Him and Jack Kirby left Captain America after issue 10.
They were fired. They
Well,
didn't leave. They were fired.
I'm being polite.
Yeah.
They were fired. They were fired, and they took the Simon and Kirby Studios over to DC, where of course they did the titles I just mentioned: Guardian, Boy Commandos, Newsboy Legion, and so on.
And they also invented, well, since they couldn't work on Captain America, they invented a copy of him called The Fighting American.
Well, yes, they did Fighting American, which was big in the 50s and early 60s. Well, I shouldn't say big. If you've ever read Fighting American, it's quite a trip. It's quite a trip.
I commend you.
It's some of the
reading it.
goofiest comics I've ever read. Hotsy Trotsky was one of the villains in Fighting American. Joe Simon.
Well, he did get his first job retouching boobs at Paramount Studios.
Yeah, one of his early jobs was retouching the photographs of boobs for starlets at Paramount Studios.
They have to look good.
Which was an actual job. They'd shoot pictures of starlets,
Cheesecake photos.
or stars too. I mean, I assume he also didn't just touch up boobs. He probably did also other
packages.
photographic
Packages as well.
But they put together press kits for different newspapers, and you need to do a little work on somebody's photos before they go out and run in 10,000 newspapers across the country. So let's touch up that photo a little bit and get rid of some of those crinkles and boob shadow lines and other stuff. That was one of his jobs. But what I was saying before with Fighting American, it was a parody, although I don't know if it was intended as a parody, but it wound up being
It
a
read
parody
like one.
of Captain America. It sure read like one. He had a boy sidekick, and he fought, like I said, Hotsy Trotsky and a bunch of communist era 50s and 60s type villains. The book never lasted very long. It was all indie stuff, and I have never seen anything about Fighting American that led me to believe that it should ever be remembered much past Hotsy Trotsky and the fact that it was a ripoff of Captain America by one of the creators of Captain America. I think Kirby did some work on it.
Now, Simon sued Marvel a while ago for rights to get the character
Yep.
back. He and Marvel settled, and that's why when Captain America: The First Avenger came out, every newspaper in the country ran an interview with Joe Simon because he was more than willing to talk about something that was putting money in his pocket.
Yeah.
And he liked the movie too,
Well,
which is the other reason.
Well, you know, the Kirby estate, or the not the Kirby estate, the Siegel and Schuster estate could have had the same thing if DC had played ball.
Right. But
Which is a whole other story altogether. One other thing I want to mention about Joe Simon is he did do some work at DC as far as the early 70s that I remember. I think he was the brain behind Prez, the first
Yeah,
boy
yeah, he
president.
was involved.
And he also, Kirby, one of Jack Kirby's last jobs at DC before he left to go back to Marvel was First Issue Special. He was the editor on that book. And Joe Simon also did some of the books in First Issue Special, Green Team, and the
Feel the Power of the Geek?
no. It was a team book, a team kids book.
Young Hostages?
The Dumbheads of Dumpy Street or something like that. That wasn't the title, but it was a one issue thing. It had some sort of title like the Dummies of Dumpy Street or something. I don't know. It was the type of title that just tripped off the tongue.
If you know, write it down, Snooze.
But Green Team was the other one, and they're all forgettable. It was all forgettable stuff. But he did this stuff as far as the early to mid 70s. But anyway, Joe Simon, he passed away this year, and he was quite a force in the comic book industry, and we wouldn't have Captain America if not for Joe Simon, and of course Jack Kirby. But we wouldn't have Captain America if not for the contributions for Joe Simon. Thank you very much, Joe,
Thank you,
for
Joe.
all of your work. And of course, our condolences go out to the Joe Simon family. I hope that you're all getting through this time, especially at this time of the year. Holidays are not the best time in the world to have anybody die. It never is, any time of the year. But we hope that you're getting through the holiday season okay. And that's it. We're done. We're finished. We're out of here. We've got no more Marvel news, but you can go to the store's website. Check out all of this man's news that he sends me that I post up. Where is the store's website at?
Sarah knows all this stuff.
Sarah.
What, you have to ask me about it? It's your website, www.myalternatereality.com.
So go to the store's website. Check out all of his news. And until next time, this is Comic Book Man
And this is Bo.
saying bye.
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.